Welcome to this ISE Digital 2021 presentation from CYP Europe. I'm Dan, Key Account and Partner Training Manager for CYP, and with me today is Kevin Cray. Thanks for joining me today, Kev.
No problem, Dan. I'm Kevin Cray, Technical Product Development Director here at CYP Europe.
If you're not familiar with CYP, our aim is to deliver market-leading connectivity solutions that enhance the capability of audio-visual products in any installation environment. For a brief history of the company, CYP Europe was started in 2008. This is when the collaboration started with our UK-based team and our counterparts in our impressive facilities in Taiwan.
Our products are designed and manufactured in-house, built to perform various industry standards and certifications. We are part of various technology groups and alliances, HDMI most obviously, but HDBaseT, SDVoE, Dante and so forth. Being the manufacturer, we have unmatched flexibility when it comes to firmware and hardware customization options. We perform vigorous testing of our products, including compatibility testing with different sources and different syncs to ensure the high quality of our products as they leave the production line of our state-of-the-art production facility in Taipei.
Our products are designed with many vertical markets in mind, such as commercial, education, residential, medical, installation essentials, and industrial. We're well known for our signal distribution and signal management products, from switches and matrices to scalers and converters, and a lot more beyond. Today we're going to discuss three key areas: huddle spaces, conference rooms, and medical applications. Let's start with huddle spaces. Smaller huddle spaces or mixed-use spaces don't always have room for a permanent meeting room setup, and we have also seen a huge change to the traditional meeting room during the pandemic. Because of this, we are increasing our range of tabletop transmitters, allowing for flexible and portable meeting spaces. The unit you can see on screen is our EL31TT 4K22. This model was launched back in July 2020 and is available now.
This particular model supports 3 HDMI inputs with automatic switching and an HDMI output. We've designed and tested this specifically to work with our 10 and 20 meter AOC active optical HDMI cables, making it incredibly easy for you to connect to any display wherever that might take you.
Taking the previous model to the next level, we then have the EL-M31TT 4K22.
Yes, this one's presently in development. We intend to bring this out in the second half of the year, which is 2021. The M in a model represents multi-format because it's got multiple types of formats covering pretty much the standards in laptop and PC technology: mini display port, USB-C and HDMI. This allows any user to come in and connect to the system very easily. Just like the previous models, it also features auto switching between the inputs and has been designed to work with our full 6G 4K AOC HDMI cables.
This next model, the PUV1630TTX, includes HDBaseT technology. Among many things, that gives you up to 100 meters transmission distance, power over HDBaseT, and a selection of simple automation features. This was our first tabletop unit launched back in 2019 and is compatible with any of our PUV 1600 series receivers.
As the power is sent from the receiver to the transmitter via PoE, it's easy to position the tabletop transmitter wherever you like, and there's no need for a separate power supply or local power outlet. The unit again features auto switching between the two HDMI and the VGA input. LAN is available. We tend to suggest you connect the LAN to the RX, which will provide a LAN at the table. And with a little bit of configuration via the web GUI, you can create simple automated events, such as screen on, input selection, etc. These can be triggered with this particular model by CEC or RS232, and we'll have a closer look at that in a minute.
These can also be mixed and matched with any of our receivers in the PUV 1600 series. So this example shows us swapping the simple PUV 1610 receiver for our PUV1620A receiver, which includes a 20-watt stereo amplifier, a local HDMI input, and relay outputs.
As well as the standard auto switching and EDID management, this unit features some simple yet effective automation. Essentially, you can trigger CEC or RST32 commands to be sent to the connected display. For example, the active source event allows when you connect to the tabletop transmitter, will send commands downstream to the display to turn the display on and even change it to the correct channel. The transmitter senses the active sources and sends the commands to the display automatically. On the reverse, you can predetermine a set time from a few minutes up to about 8 minutes, I believe, to send a trigger off command, a screen off command, sorry. This screen off command will become active the amount of minutes after there is no source connected to the display, making the whole thing very simple for the user coming in to use it.
And just like we did with our HDMI models at the beginning, we then have a step up to a transmitter with a wider range of inputs. In this case, the PUV1660 TTX.
Yes, again, this model is currently in development and mirrors the ELM31 TT with its HDMI, mini DisplayPort and USB-C inputs, but again now has H-Base-T output. It features the same automatic input selection and the same automation control as the previous models. With many modern laptops using USB-C, this will certainly be a valuable part of any meeting room or huddle space.
Now let's move on to larger spaces such as conference rooms. Although every room and setup will be different, there are usually many fundamental elements to large conference or presentation spaces. Kev, why don't you run through some of those key elements with us?
Thanks, Dan. In many cases, you'll have a large primary display, such as a projector or even an LED wall. You'll also have an audio system, a PA system. It's very likely that you might have some on-stage monitoring, some foldback monitoring. This allows the speaker to be hearing themselves and other speakers. And perhaps you'll have an engineer or technician who is mixing and monitoring the AV system and controlling the whole thing. And more than likely some additional screens or audio reinforcement throughout the venue, depending on how large the venue is.
Although there are many products that could be combined to build a system like this, our new MAU42 matrix, launched earlier this year, has many strong features for such an application. This covers multi-format inputs, internal video conversion, 2 matrixed HDMI outputs. So one could be used for your main presentation, and the second, for example, could be for previewing a separate video feed.
Excellent. One of the particularly strong elements of this matrix that makes it suitable for these type of conference rooms is the versatility of the audio options that's in it. You've got independent microphone level control, an independent line input, an auto ducking feature that allows you to duck or reduce the volume of the background music when someone speaks. You also have a dedicated 20-watt stereo amplifier built in and an independently controllable line level output. The intuitive web GUI allows for a variety of controls, including the video switching, EDID and HDCP management, audio mixing and configuration, as well as a trigger configuration and the system settings.
Thanks, Kev. So of course we have a wide range of presentation switches, matrices and a whole host of other systems that will fit a variety of applications and scenarios, and on screen here we're just showing a couple of them. For example, the EL8500VA and the EL8300VA.
Excellent. And if you need to expand the video distribution, you can use our HD-Base-D systems like our HD-Base-D distribution amplifiers.
Or, if you need a bit more flexibility, you can consider an AV over IP system like our IP7000 series.
And for expanding the audio, the PA system, you can use our Dante solutions, or we have some proprietary audio over CAT solutions which will also serve this market very well.
Thank you, Kev. Hopefully that gives just a few solutions for larger conference room systems. For a look at some of our upcoming medical solutions, we would like to introduce Medical Product Manager Owen Lin.
Hi, I'm Product Manager Owen from CYP. It's glad to introduce the new product provided by CYP. A430 is a product that realizes the concept of combining Pro AV and IT. In medical institutions, there is more and more demand for medical image integration. In the past, system integrators required a more complex architecture to complete the video integration, such as video converters, matrix, recording equipment, control system, and so on. Under such complex demand, we have been thinking about is there a simpler way to help users. With CYP's Pro AV technology, such as combine multi-video sources that merge together so that user can eventually apply the relevant information. For example, in medical scenarios, medical staff can see the patient monitor, endoscope, PEG system, ultrasound system on the same screen. If there is other requirement, information can be quickly adjusted according to the need of the site. For the image quality, A430 supports 4K 60 input and output resolution. That definitely supports the latest medical video sources. If the system is built by capture card solution, that will be a big challenge for graphic loading. Maybe you even need a high-level computer to complete this. If the user needs to record multi-input image, we will convert image format into Full HD, which makes the storage to store more image data. So we only need to use Intel Upper Lake CPU in the system to complete the management of the Windows system. In addition, the device is also equipped with HD-based outputs. The sample video and audio together can be transferred to 40 meters and image quality reaches 4K 60p, uncompressed and ultra-low latency. This function also meets current clinical education commonly used in medical, so the expert and students in the conference room can clearly understand the principle and the application of the doctor in the operation theater. The A430 also provides exclusive accessories, such as pendle and the remote control. If the doctor needs to capture still image during the operation, he can step on the pendle and transfer the command to time capsule software solution that's installed on A460. The device will save the real-time image as JPEG file. It also improve the eventual of the surgical report. The doctor only needs to attach the image to their surgical report. Time capsule software can link with the hospital HIS database. After scanning the patient ID through the barcode scanner, user can obtain most of patient information on the work list page. About video recording and snapshot during the surgery process. If the doctor needs to make special mark at a certain point in time, you can also step on the full pendle, and the software will mark the red dot on the timeline of the video. Then review the record video, quickly search for red dot with great reduced working hour for video review. In terms of appearance, it is basic designed to be fanless according to the needs of medical products. Reduce the accumulation of dust, and the upper and lower cover designed to have no pores, so that user can use liquid to wipe the surface of the machine.
Thank you, Owen, for guiding us through this excellent solution. We will make an announcement when these products are available in the UK and Europe. That brings us to the end of our presentation. We hope this has been useful. However, any questions you might have, please contact us through your local distributor or by using the contact details on screen. On behalf of Kevin and myself, thank you for joining us and enjoy the rest of your ISE Digital.
Thanks everybody. Stay safe.